How's it going, guys? This is Blip 3366 here, and today I'll be comparing my big TRX4 Chevy K5 Blazer to my TRX4M F-150 High Trail. Let's get started. Alrighty, starting this off, I'll be driving my TRX4M. This thing is a great first truck for a beginner, and it's cheap-ish, it's upgradable, it's affordable, it's great out of the box, it's got pretty decent slow speed control, and then a decent top speed. I keep making cuts in this video because I'm filming by myself and I have a tripod, but today I'll be doing 2 runs on each truck. This crawler course that I have, I built for, I'm gonna have to use a hand of God number 1. Alrighty. Hand of God. Right there. Alrighty. But if you're looking for the first thing you should get is probably some tires, or at least some tire glue, because like as you can see, that rear left wheel is not spinning because the rear rim inside the tire is spinning, so it's not getting traction on the actual tire, and I'm gonna have to come back and reverse up as it is not doing this obstacle right now. Hold on. Hand of God number 2. All right, put it right up there. And now, let's move the camera. Bring the camera up a little. And now we can continue on. It's got a kind of pretty mid turning circle, as you can see, and the first thing or the second thing you need to do is add some brass into this. It flips very easily, in my opinion, as it's flipped 3 times, and each of those times I've had to go and save it. Alrighty. Yeah, it needs, so what I mean when I say these tires need to get glued is, like, you see that? Like, that rear tire, it doesn't even try to turn. Same with the back tires do this, the front tires do this, and that's probably gonna be the second upgrade I buy, some new tires. But let's put it back up there where it belongs. Hopefully it can get up, but I have not as much faith. Yeah, gonna have to hand of God number 5, I think, already. Let's see if the big TRX4 can do better, because bigger isn't always better in some cases. And at the end of the video, I'll be doing which I feel is best for different types of people. Alrighty. Let's get the truck hopefully up this obstacle that I made for this truck. I really hope it gets up, because that would be sad if it can't get up its own obstacles. Because this course is made for 18 scale crawlers, and so far it's proving that the TRX-4M needs a good amount of tire glue and probably some better quality tires. But those are some pretty cheap upgrades that most people end up doing anyway. Alright. We'll just skip up to right there. Alright, let's go to the next obstacle. Alright, so this next obstacle I just made today, and I'm not even sure if it's doable. Eesh. I really need to put some new upgrades on this thing. It would be way better if I put some upgrades on it. Yeah, I don't think this truck is getting up it, sadly. But let's get the big truck out and let's rip that. Alrighty, I've got my Traxxas TRX-4 Chevy Blazer out now, and let me just zoom my camera in so it's at 1. That's good. Okay. Alright. So this has a lot, very good slow speed control, as you can see. As you can see, it's pretty big compared to the other car, the TRX-4M, and it just monster trucks its way up the course. Please forgive the little crack on my phone in my camera, but this is the same place that the TRX-4M struggled, and the TRX-4 climbs right up it like a champion. Oh no, wait. Alright. Gonna have to put this turning circle to the test. Alright. Let's get up. Let's reverse. Something I will say about this TRX-4 is that if you're looking to buy this TRX-4 for your first crawler, I seriously recommend a stronger steering servo, because the stock servo is good enough, but it can kind of get caught up a little bit, and that can be pretty annoying. Like, that's what happened. But both these trucks are 100% stock, and I got this TRX-4 literally on Wednesday this week, and it's currently Saturday at the filming of this video. So I guess you could say I've had it for not that long now. And let me just move my camera up a little bit. All right, so I can attempt the little, I can attempt to do the TRX4M path that it failed to do. Let me just try that really quick, just because I'm curious. Yeah, no, it can't do that. It's making the nails that's holding it in like wobble a bunch. So I'm not gonna do that because of the screws wobbling so much. Here, let me just put the rock where it should be. All right, now it's fair for the TRX4. And let's get this rock just because that makes it a little more fair. Oh man, crawler course is gonna need some like screws instead of nails to hold that thing in. Anyways, let's try this one more time. Yeah, that's not happening. I did it last night, but I don't know what I did last night. I think I just gassed it really fast, but that won't work. Oh, there we go. There we go. And that's how it's done. Let's just go down this way. Yeah, it definitely needs a stronger steering servo. And this thing, all right, next obstacle. All right, this is the final obstacle of the course, but I'm not sure if that's gonna happen though. All right, we're gonna try to get up right here, but this bumper is a little bit too big and it can't do it. So neither truck can do it, but I'll have a sit down talk at the very end of the video so you can see so I can tell you guys more in detail what needs to be changed if you're going to buy one. But out of the box, both of them are great trucks, but there are some upgrades that I really highly recommend getting that I myself will probably get in the coming future. And like I said, I'm very sorry about this thing right here. like on this side of the screen, my phone is cracked, and it's kind of like just how the camera looks now. But let's do the bonus step down challenge. Alrighty, I have this very sketchy little camera angle where it's kind of wedged under one of these rocks over here. Like, it's wedged under a rock, and I'm praying that it doesn't fall. But anyways, oh no, no. Okay, here, let's recover the truck and let's try again. Hey, if you're watching this, do you have any, like, if you're like a experienced RC like enthusiast, do you have any like tips to get like rust off my car? Cause I was washing it with soap and water last night or not soap, I was just washing like some dust off with some water, and I turned it over this morning and there's some rust on it already. Should I just replace them so they're stainless steel, or like steering links, or should I get like a deruster?
I love you.
Hey, I'm making a video.
Can I have a hug real quick?
Yeah.
Me and you are leaving in less than 2 hours, just FYI, okay?
I know.
Actually, I may need to leave a few minutes.
All right, this is the next part to the staircase. As you saw, it did not make it down that first part, but it should make it down the second part. As you can see, it made it down pretty easily, and yeah. Now I'm gonna figure some way out to make some mud both the trucks right now a little bit, but I will be making some upgrade videos on both of these cars in the coming future, and yeah, so gonna see if the hose line and stuff is like connected so I can like make mud that way. But first, let's do a speed test on this thing. I don't have a speedometer thingy, so I'll just be judging by how fast it is, or how fast it looks. Oh, man overboard. Man overboard. So sadly, I could not find the hose for my truck so I can make a mud pit for my trucks, but I am going to do the like what you should buy thing, and like which is better for you right now, and I'll include some satisfying washing clips in the background. Alright, let's get this thing cleaned up. Alright, I'm inside now, and I'm trying to clean my truck. But the last time I cleaned it, which was yesterday, all I did was just throw some water, and that caused a bunch of rust to form on the underside of the truck. So today I'm just gonna use this wet sponge and gonna talk about which one you should buy for your first one. Alright, so the TRX4, which is the one I'm cleaning, is 10 scale. It's about $550 now, I think. But I got this one for a little bit cheaper because I got it like at a hobby shop who had it in stock before the tariffs came in. And like I said, I got this on Wednesday, And so, but for your first RC, I would say go with a micro crawler, just to make sure you like it and like it's something you want to continue doing. Then, but if you're like, I'm going to love this hobby for tens of years, then go with a 10 scale. But also, if you live in like a city or like a smaller house, a mini crawler might be better because you can carry it instead of in like you can like carry it and stuff. You can carry a micro crawler easier, and like you can carry batteries and whatnot and stuff. But if you live in like kind of like a rural area, like a pretty decently sized neighborhood that has like good like pretty big land like properties, I guess, go with a 10 scale because then you'll be able to actually like use the 10 scale better. And this mirror is loose. That's great. I'm not even driving it that hard. Well, this mirror is broken, or not broken, it just popped off a little bit, so it's not that bad. I can fix that. But if you have any tips on how to clean these a little bit better, then please tell me, as I'm trying to learn how to clean this a little bit faster and a little bit better, and also so it doesn't rust. But I think anyway, it doesn't really matter, like if it rusts a little bit right now, because I'm gonna replace most of this stuff and turn it into a stainless steel, like axles and stuff. Just pop this body off. This is nasty. But so if you live in a city or something, I would go with a micro crawler for your first crawler. But if you live in like a neighborhood like I do, I would say go with a 10 scale, as you have like most likely you have a backyard and stuff, and then you can like drive it in your backyard, or you can like go out to like a playground or something in your neighborhood and you could drive it in there. But if anybody has any tips to keep this from rusting, please let me know in the comment section, as I'm trying to learn how to keep this from rusting, even though I'm going to put it to stainless steel in the future. But that's going to be like in a couple months. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good day. I hope this helped you if you're looking for your first crawler. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.